Veterans Treatment Court is a specialty court here in Montgomery County designed just for our servicemen and women who have become involved in the criminal justice system.
Well, we got a lot of service members that served honorably. They served their country overseas or in garrison, and most of them, I would say, didn't have a criminal record before. And as a result of what they had to face overseas or what they had to do in the military, they end up, I think that they just hurt so bad inside that it has to come out somehow, and a lot of them don't know how to handle it.
Thank you for your service to the country, sir. I appreciate that. So what we do is we bring a veteran into this court, and they're here with other veterans. There's no one in this program who is not a vet, and they're here to help and encourage each other throughout this program.
It's really difficult. You don't really feel like you're a part of society anymore. You were so close in such a tight-knit group, and now everybody kind of does their own thing. So you feel really alone. And so it's kind of hard to connect with people again, but it just takes some time, and you got to really find a good community to belong to.
These are unique individuals. They understand the military system. It's ingrained upon them the words of accountability and honor, and we promote that in Veterans Treatment Court. I make every one of these veterans accountable for their actions. We praise them when they do well, but they are also, they suffer the consequences when they do not do what they're supposed to do. This is a much more intensive program than regular probation. We are constantly monitoring their progress, and also the veterans that are in the program are here not only for themselves, but to help other veterans.
Well, I was in the Army. I served about 7 years as a combat soldier. I was an armor crewman, or a tanker, as we call it. I served in Fort Lewis, Washington, and Fort Irwin, California, and I served a year in Iraq and a year in Afghanistan. I have faced PTSD, anxiety, anger, depression, nightmares, isolation, pretty much everything short of flashbacks.
We have a unique mentoring program, and we're asking for mentors to become involved. Someone who understands what it's like to go to war and try to come back and fit into society.
Not only do I get to help my fellow vets, but it helps me too. I still struggle too. I just was lucky enough not to end up in the courtroom. So I know what they've been through. I can relate. I understand how hard it is overseas and when you come back home.
Well, I have a passion for veterans. I come from a military-oriented family. My brother was a highly decorated war veteran in Vietnam, and when he came back from Vietnam, he came back with PTSD. I didn't realize it at the time. In fact, I realized it a couple of years ago, actually after his death. But there was things in his life where I was called to his home on several occasions to assist. I know what PTSD can do within a family. It not only affects the servicemen, but it affects his family, his loved ones. And I saw firsthand the damages that could cause and how someone could easily end up in the criminal justice system.
Since you've been there before, you've been in their shoes, you know what it's like, and you know how difficult it can be. And if you've been successful and you've been able to make it and you had a good transition, please help others out. You know, there's a lot of vets that are struggling to get by, and sometimes all we need is just a battle buddy, you know, just someone to help pick us up and just guide us a little bit so we can get on with our lives.
Any current service member or any honorably discharged service member can become a mentor. The only other requirement is that you have the compassion, you have the time and the commitment to be a mentor to our veterans. We provide the training for you. The only thing we ask is that you volunteer your time to help a veteran who needs help.